identify what is valuable to you, then prepare and plan to protect it. Finally, I can't tell you about my priorities, my foundation, what defines me, without telling you about my faith. Who I am and what I'm able to accomplish is based on God's greatest gift, unconditional love. And in light of God's love, I am compelled to love others. Tiffany and I were blessed with the opportunity to start the Rivers of Hope Foundation, the foundation bringing hope to abandoned and unwanted children in the foster care system. I'm constantly in contact with men and women who have chosen lives dedicated to helping children over lives of means or notoriety. That is an example of loving others. In my 16 years of competitive football, I've played with and for men who have not merely settled for personal greatness, but instead invested time and energy in the success of others. That is an example of loving others. I watched my mom and dad give to people who couldn't give in return. That is an example of loving others. Someday, if I'm remembered, I don't care to be remembered for accolades. I don't care to be remembered for fame and fortune. I don't even care to be remembered for Super Bowl victories, although I do plan on winning a few of those. When my life is under the microscope of retrospect, I hope that it is said, Philip Rivers loved others. One of my favorite verses in the Bible is Galatians 6:9. It reads, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." That said, I can make two guarantees to you today. First, your time on earth will end. And second, you will be remembered for something. Class of 2012, how do you want to be remembered? Answer that question now, while your best years are still ahead of you. I've told you about my priorities. What are your priorities? On what foundation will you build your future? What is your passion? What will you protect? How will you be remembered? You are on the brink of your greatest challenge yet. Don't take that step without a firm commitment to your priorities. I believe we all fit into one of these three categories. First, there are those that never take the time to identify any real priorities. Instead, they chase a false sense of fulfillment, waiting until the hour of death to reflect in regret upon a life wasted. Second, there are those who do have a sense of priorities, but lack the kind of commitment that stands the test of time, the test of adversity and distraction. And finally, there are those who go all the way, those who commit to their priorities, never becoming weary in doing so, and someday reap their harvest. Class of 2012, go all the way. Thank you, congratulations.